Big story for the 2008 season, Melanie Troxel making a switch from Top Fuel to Funny Car, where the learning curve has been steep. Troxel and her team struggled as the season began, but they took a big step in the right direction the last race in Bristol. She's a winner. She's a Funny Car winner. The 14th person ever, the first female to win in both Top Fuel and Funny Car. Melanie, that certainly was a long, long day for everybody in Bristol. Take us back to it and recollect on that historic day.
Yeah, you know, there's just something about when things are going right for you on a certain day that, you know, normally rain would bother everybody, bum the team out. It just really tires everybody out, which it was a long, tiring day. But at the same time, when things are just going right, things are rolling your way, it works out very well. So we were in and out of the car, I think, 4 or 5 times, like 4 hours just to get that first round in, and that was the worst part of it. But after that, things seemed to flow pretty good. We struggled a little bit with a couple of our passes later in the evening when the track got really good, but luckily I was able to pedal it to get it to the finish line first.
Did you know Neff was having problems over there?
Well, obviously he took a long time on the starting line, so I knew something was up over there, but you really don't have a whole lot of information. You can't see in the other lanes, so, you know, I'm just looking to Brian Karate, my crew chief, you know, watching him, and I can see the kind of the stress on his face building as he's, you know, wanting the other team to hurry up. But really at that time I was just thinking, you know, I don't want to go up here and have them not be able to make the run. I don't want to win on a bye run. That's not, you know, that's not a lot of fun. So I was happy to see that we were both pulling up and going to make the run. But really most times, I mean, when I pedaled, I could see that he pulled out ahead of me, but I kind of started reeling him in after that, and I never saw another thing. I didn't see him blow up or anything over there.
Nice, nice.
Well, Melanie, you did a great job. But we always want to talk about the transition from Top Fuel to Funny Car, because we always hear drivers talk about the differences there. You struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season, but you really got it turned around by Bristol. What's the biggest difference between the two cars?
Well, you know, the obvious thing everybody talks about is how you kind of have to manhandle these cars, and that's absolutely true. The dragster's all about finesse. You want to react as quickly in both cars, but you're going to finesse a dragster and you're going to manhandle and fight that car all the way down the track. So it's a lot more work. It's probably not quite the thrill ride that the dragster is, because you have a greater sense of speed, but it's definitely rewarding because you feel like you've really worked hard to get it down to that finish line.
Hey, say hi to your mom real quick. Barb Troxel's in the audience right there. Barb, thank you for coming out as well. Well, let's fast forward now to this weekend. What kind of a race car do you have, and how do you feel about your opportunities to go back-to-back?
Well, obviously, we felt like we've kind of turned the corner several races ago, and things have been moving in the right direction, and last weekend just kind of backs that up for us. But, you know, we've made it down the track a couple of passes. I lifted a little early last night because something just didn't feel right for me, but it would have been in the 90s. So, and the great thing about having these two cars that Mike Ashley was supposed to drive this weekend, but Frank Hawley filled in for us, you know, we're getting twice as much information, and his car really went down the track all 4 passes. So we've got a lot of great information between the two teams. You know, any given time you pull up against somebody else out here, I mean, that's the tough thing about this class right now. If you look at the field, it's so tight. There are no gimmies. You want to qualify in the top half of the field, but that doesn't mean anything on race day a lot of times. So the conditions are a little different than we had, you know, yesterday, which is when you're really usually working on your race day setup. So it's anybody's race, but I feel pretty good about our team. I know I'm feeling really confident as a driver, so we're going to go up and give it our best shot.
The second female winner in Funny Car, the first to do it in both Top Fuel and Funny Car. It's Melanie Troxel. Best of luck to you today.
Thanks, guys.